All right, ready to get underway. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit.
J.P. Crawford.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
0-1.
And that one upstairs.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
That's the ball. 2-1.
Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, he had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout. Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Runner takes off. Gets the bunt down the right side. And a foul ball.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And that's a base hit. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Onto the track. And he makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Oh, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Donovan Solano stands in now and watches strike one. Now 1-1. Liner, base hit. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
Everything came together for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
That one outside. 1-1.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Traffic on the bases with one already in here in the third and final game of the series. That's down and in. Got him looking. And there's two down. And now Cal Raleigh. Into the outfield base hit. Polanco coming around third. He'll score easily. Goes to third. In there. And now they've got runners at the corners with two outs.
The second base.
So two outs with runners on the corners. And now for Seattle, Ryan Bliss. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss.
They get the force. They limit the damage here. Back here with my pal Siggy, and our pitcher in this game, Gabe Spire. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe two at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
Up now for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. Down in the dirt, swing and a miss.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Outside corner, got him looking. Now it's the right fielder, Blake Perkins. First pitch misses. One out, base is empty. And that's in the dirt. And that's ball two. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Well, came right at him right there. Challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
Strike three, and that's two in a row. Two outs, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. William Contreras. And that misses. And that's ball one. Two outs, base is empty. And now 2-0.
First two hitters get punched out. On strikes, take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
Swings through that.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Late that time, and it's strike two.
Well, they just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Count is full.
Bliss. In plenty of time to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Second inning set to go. Here's Dylan Moore. Quintana back to work. Moore, 32 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2015. Next offering is fouled back. One now. Line drive, come on.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive.
Now it's Victor Robles up to hit. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. That one not close. And now it's even 1-1. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Crawford at the plate for the second time as he takes ball one. That one ripped. Perkins makes the grab, 2 down. And the throw's offline, safe at third. Jorge Polanco up next for the Mariners. Singled and scored his first time. And that is out of play. On the ground. Throws to first, and that is that. Back in Milwaukee, where these fans are excited for another year of Brewers baseball. They've celebrated division titles back-to-back seasons now.
And they won the NL Central by 10 games, Boo. That was without Craig Counsell at the helm.
Not bad.
I really didn't know what to expect from the Brewers last year. There was a lot of uncertainty, if we're being honest. They were starting a 20-year-old in the leadoff spot. Traded away Corbin Burns in the offseason and lost Brandon Woodruff for the year because of an injury.
Don't forget they were also without all-star closer Devin Williams because of a back injury. He missed the first few months to start the year.
Yeah, and these fans are hoping for better luck when it comes to injuries this season. If they're healthy, they might go beyond the wild card round this year.
Slow down, partner. It's early.
No balls.
Kicks and fires. Got him looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. 2 down, bases empty. This is Bryce Terang. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Strike 2.
0-2.
Raleigh gathers, throws to first, in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt. Top half of the third inning, and now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. The Mariners knew what they had. Signed him in July of 2017 for a little under $2 million when Rodriguez was just 16 years old out of the Dominican Republic. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And the leadoff man aboard.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Solano batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Runner takes off. Next offering, pop foul off to the right, out of play. Oh, I think we may have a balk called here, and we do. Umpire Freddie Ferguson making the call.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Headed towards the corner. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Pitch misses, and it's 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
And that's outside. Swing and a ball hammered left field. And it hits the fence. Rodriguez in to score. Not in time. He's safe.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Rosarena in the box now as he leaves that one up high. That's through there for a strike. Solano leads off second with nobody out. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Raleigh in the box now. No balls and a strike. Runners on the corners. No outs. Swing and a ground ball. Base hit and a run in to score. Runner stops at third, and they're at the corners with nobody out.
Now batting.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
No outs. Runners at first and third. Uh-oh, this appears to be a balk. And it is. Terrible timing for that sort of mistake. So that'll bring across a run. Way inside, gets out of the way. No outs. Runner on second. Left field, way back there. Say goodbye to that one. And they tack on to their lead. It's 7-0.
Changeup up in the zone is a hitter's dream. It's a BP fastball, but you're playing in real time. Baseball, just like right there.
And up next for Seattle, Dylan Moore. He's 0 for 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swings through that one for strike two. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Line drive. Reaching down and makes the grab. Here's Victor Robles. Doubled his first time.
For the Volunteers, the right fielder, Victor Robles.
Right through there for a strike. Still only one out here in the inning.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Out towards right center field. And it drops in. Now he'll turn for second. Well, he thought about two, but he's back to first safely.
The batter, number 3.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the shortstop at the plate, J.P. Crawford. There's a swing and a drive. And that's a foul ball. Here goes the runner. Ball misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Up and in, and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Robles, the runner at second with one away. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Man at second. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Mitchell pulls that one down. Runner tags at second, and he gets the third safely, moving up on the fly out, and there are two gone. In now is the Mariners DH, Jorge Polanco. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Ball one, no strikes.
1-0.
And that one gets past the catcher. Runner stays put at third.
You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, so it's got to clearly get far enough away from the catcher. If you're the runner at third, think about scoring.
And there's a ball. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And that one is lifted in the air. Chourio settles under this one, and that's the third out. Back here in Milwaukee and Singy, it's impossible not to think of the longtime late voice of the Brewers. Bob Uecker.
Yeah, a huge loss for the Brewers community, but even so for the baseball community at large. What an icon in our game, and famous calls will never be forgotten. His presence, his humor, all the relationships that he had over generations, just one of a kind.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
The high heat, too much on that one.
Center fielder.
Next for the Brewers, Garrett Mitchell. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Strike one.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
2 outs, base is empty. Andrew Monasterio up now for the Brewers. Swing and a miss at 99 miles an hour.
0-1.
Just
that
missed.
That's the ball.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights that one away, still 1-2. 2 outs. Way inside, and that hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Now batting the left fielder.
So the lineup flips over. Now here is Jackson Chourio.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Edward Bizzardo.
And a swing and a miss.
It's 0-1.
Strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Ball 1 there.
1 ball, 2
Monasterio
strikes.
off of first with 2 away. Runner on the go. And base hit. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that.
Runner on the move. Swing and a miss.
No balls. 1
Throw
strike.
to second. Out there. And the inning is over. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
Julio Rodriguez.
And a foul ball. In the air, right field. Perkins settles under it, and it's caught for the out. Here's Donovan Solano.
Now batting, the first baseman, Donovan Solano.
And
one
ball
ball, no
one.
strikes.
There's a line drive to left field, and it's into the gap. So a man aboard now with one away.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the
Now
plate
batting,
for him. He
left
looks
fielder,
locked.
Tobias Myers into
now
the game.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so
Number
this
36.
bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And strike two.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Up and in, and that is ball one. And that's a base hit. And now two aboard.
He was all over that one. That can be a really tough pitch to handle, a front door breaking ball, but he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed. He didn't spin off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times.
That misses, and the count is 2-0.
2-0.
Solano, the lead runner out at second. Arozarena over at first with one away. Swing and a miss.
2-2.
Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. So first and second with two outs. Here's the second baseman, Ryan Bliss. He's already homered here in this one. Fly ball down the line. Perkins. And that is that. Ready to go. Bottom four. And now the right fielder. Blake Perkins.
Now pitching for the Mariners, number 58.
That one fouled off.
Well, these Brewers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Tosses to first. One up, one down.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Two up, two down.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Yelich stands in with two away as he takes a ball. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Robles makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back here at American Family Field. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Mariners, Dylan Moore. Myers back to work. Up the middle, Monasterio. Now the throw to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. And now Victor Robles. Out to short. Whips it across. And the first two set down in the top of the fifth. Now it's going to be J.P. Crawford. In the air to left center, Chourio. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Rhys Hoskins to the plate. Hoskins measures 6 feet 4 inches, 31 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2014.
Well, these Brewers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Now batting the second
next for Milwaukee, Bryce Terang. Foul ball there. Now one
ball,
miss.
1 strike.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
Number 3.
Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he's back here in Milwaukee. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now it's going to be Jorge Polanco. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Mariners doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Only 2 strikeouts so far, and obviously they've been able to pick up plenty of hits, so it's been an impressive one.
Next offering upstairs.
And you know, that strikeout total, only 2 so far, really tells you they're not just running into good luck.
Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. And now here comes the new arm for the Brewers, Trevor McGill.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Mitchell moving back. It's a bomb. He circles the bases, and they add on. It's 8-0.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Base is empty, 1 away. Donovan Solano up next for the Mariners. That one's upstairs, ball one. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Swings and misses. 2-2.
2-2's the count.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Gassed it right by him. Now it's Randy Arozarena.
The left fielder, Randy Arozarena.
On a bounce right side. To first, they get the out on Arozarena. That's well, this game isn't very close, Siggy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Siggy, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels. And I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment. But when that player's maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewall him, it's awesome.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time. And that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all. And everybody in the dugout goes crickets on him.
Yeah, and that veteran player's usually got a response for those individuals with one or the other hands.
Swing and a miss at a slider. That was your worst start one year. Didn't you start like 3 for 33 or something?
Oh, it was awesome. It was awful.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. It's an immaculate inning. And we're back. Top of inning number 7. Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. He'll circle the bases, and they tack one on the board. It's 9-0.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Ryan Bliss up next for the Mariners. That one the other way, makes the catch for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Raley, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. And the next pitch is way outside. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. Wow. And the count is 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Now it's the right fielder, Victor Robles. Swings through that one above the zone.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Misses the catch, and that's going to roll to the wall. Around second now as they still don't have it. And his third hit of the game is a triple.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
That one is hammered right field. That's back. Going, gone. A two-run shot. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 11-0.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Base is empty with 2 away. And next is the designated hitter, Jorge Polanco. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. Swing and a miss. That one at 1-0-1. Lifted in the air, right center field. Perkins makes the play, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the last half of the seventh. Up now for Milwaukee, Blake Perkins. Robles ranging into the alley. Squeezes it. And there's one down. And now it's William Contreras. He's grounded out a couple of times. Gets him to chase after that one.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. 2 down, bases empty. Here comes Christian Yelich, the MVP in 2018, the runner-up in 2019. Rodriguez makes the catch, and that'll do it. 11-0 your final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Leave our daughters all caught up like she left our daughters for the soul.